one of the biggest things that I also found, last thing here, is that there is a insanely severe shortage of truck drivers. There's not enough.
I do see them always advertising. I know a few people who do it, and yeah, I've heard people say, "Oh, the jobs like, well, they're jobs that people don't do."
Right.
Of, especially for the amount of so we're increasing in population, so we need more supplies, and supplies need to get places faster. Remember what happened like when COVID, like we couldn't get stuff, it was just a nightmare. So we need things to move stuff around and transport things. So this does seem like a solution. I would, in a perfect world, more people would say, okay, yeah, we need to actually get more people to do this, but I also recognize how much it costs to train people. I'm curious. I would be curious to know how much like costs would be just for training people versus the amount of energy it takes to power these things. I imagine they're charged with a battery or something like. So compared to cost of that, which one is greater? That might be interesting to know. But it's just the robot takeover that I want to avoid, man. That's all. I'm thinking about the humanity and all of us, and maybe jobs too, that eventually jobs will be taken away from people that actually do want to do them, because these things, they are more efficient, they are not as prone or susceptible to human error, but it's just the idea that people, then what do when they can't do things they've been practicing or training for years?
First the money started going, and now everyone's getting laid off work. They took our jobs.
It's a hard job. I know people that I played a game with a guy who did like he said, I'm going to do a hit real quick. And he basically left the gig at like 1 a.m, left from California, drove to New Mexico to do a drop off, and drove back in time to get to the gig the next day. And I said, that's insanity. And more probable that he's going to make a mistake because he hasn't slept. You know what I mean? Even if you get the caffeine gum that we all know and love, even that, it only has this limit. It only has this limit.